Shalom and happy Wednesday. I try to not delve in the political realm, but a lot of current issues, as God's people, we cannot afford to have our heads buried in the sand. With the upcoming election coming up, I only ask that we use discernment. Whether or not you choose to exercise your right to vote is irrelevant in this conversation, but it is crucial for us to examine our surroundings. Even in places like California, where I am, and Kensington, and now Colorado, it is important to take a look and take a stand for righteousness wherever you're planted, because a lot of issues affect us as a whole. Whether it is the right for the unborn to live, immigration, inflation, it affects all of us. And ultimately, they are not political issues. They are a result of moral and spiritual decay. And no matter what we do in the natural realm, if we're not right with God, then none of it matters. But this is not an excuse to be complacent. With the current antics right now of our political climate, I'm disgusted personally by the way our nation's veterans are treated and the way they are taken to a back seat compared to those that are coming in this country illegally. And I hate to clarify, but I'm not against immigration as a whole. I'm against it when it's done illegally. And in the same way that God's kingdom has laws to be adhered to, there are laws that need to be adhered to when coming into this country or any other. And this shouldn't be hard to explain. This shouldn't have to be explained again. There needs to be regulations. Because when centers that were intended for veterans are turning into migrant shelters, there's an issue. I want those that are coming in this country to thrive in the way God intends it. But how much more should be done for those that are fought and served for this country? This shouldn't be a left versus right issue. And unfortunately, it's become like that. A lot of issues shouldn't be left versus right, but they've become so politicized, like fighting for the right for the unborn to live. Wherever you are, fight against evil with the right weapons, not in carnality, but keep God at the center. Because if Christ is not in the center of our conservatism, I don't want it. If his presence is not in the middle of our platforms, I don't want it. Because at the end of the day, voting can only do so much. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Be a light wherever you are. And even, especially as men, do not cower down in this day and age, because that's what the adversary wants us to do. Blessings and shalom.